Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I will be explaining a few things, and I will be explaining some maps and including a little bit of updated state maps. First off, we are going to talk about this. In case you've been following or haven't been following, this is Inner Averia. This is not ours. This is Akhenna. They are currently in a civil war. This is Inner Averia, which is our colony, under the rule of Judean government. We also have Eretz Ha-Ivrim, which basically means land of the Hebrews. So basically this is just a park that I went to about 2 times already, and I annexed it because I just made it a part of the micronation with a bunch of different ways, actually, not just putting a flag down. So that's basically what happened here. But I would also like to explain another thing about this colony. So first off, this colony was actually occupied. First off, we have a city right here called Nov Sadot. And basically, all the markings and all the flags that were placed down here disappeared. And in the span of a week, this entire region was occupied. Obviously, there are no other micronations around this that could occupy, but the United States completely surrounds this park. This isn't a direct occupation from the United States, but there are a bunch of people that do not support our micronation movement in this park. So we are labeling them as a terrorist group to this nation. After 1 week, we went there and we liberated this part pretty quickly. But at the same time that we were there, this part was occupied, and so was this top one. Obviously, we went there and liberated it immediately. Thankfully, there was no one living here, and I won't say no one lives here because someone certainly does live here. So that's basically all about this park. That concludes the situation about the park. Now I would like to explain the whole deal with Beit Tel. This is a brand new colony we got less than a week ago. This colony has gone through pretty rough battles. First off, about 2 weeks ago, I went there and tried occupying all of it. I even made maps and the name was already made, but what happened was pretty bad. As we were right here, a few bikers from over here came, and they immediately stopped the occupation of this park, and we had to withdraw the occupation. Thankfully, less than a week ago, we went back, and we completely occupied it. Now this is under our full control. We still haven't concluded any names for these 2 cities. This city is pretty interesting because it has some not ancient things, but just remarkable buildings. And this is just another city, and this is a cannon that we can certainly use in any time of war. That concludes our colonies. As you all know, you guys already know the story about Zion Home, so we're not going to talk about that today. I would also like to explain how we expanded our mainland. First off, as you might know, a bunch of these states were actually colonies. But 3 days ago, we made it all connected. First off, I would like to mention that we have Trevinia has a new building down here that we occupied, and so it has a little road. Muvonia has also been concluded to be the map of the street. Of course, the street map looks a bit weird because it goes into a few people's driveways. We have Rothnia, which hasn't grown much since it's just our capital state. We also have Limburg, which pretty much stays the same. We have a new state, Upper Zalaria. Upper Zalaria is a pretty open, free space, but it has a lot of buildings. We also have Forest of Judah, which was only this, but we expanded it northward a lot. Trizerland expanded into the street. We might redesign the border and make Muvonia have like all the street, but That's not going to happen anytime soon. Eldora has also expanded northward to the street, and they've always had this panhandle here. So that's basically all there is to talk about our mainland. This is the final map we have. First off, we have the mainland. This is the same exact map as the one I just showed you a moment ago, but this is without the state borders. We are going to make state flags for the new states that we have, but so far this is our mainland map. We also include Jerusalem as a part of our mainland, which is 2 cities, by the way. So that's basically all for this. I would also like to add to the video that we're pretty much in a war with this other micronation that has done really nasty things and said some pretty horrible things out there. And basically we're continuously doing cyber attacks and mass reports on their YouTube channel. We would advise you to join us. And that concludes our video. Thank you for watching.